Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a bit of a different video here. This is a impressions video on my Sculpfun S30 Ultra. I'm very thankful for Sculpfun sending this out to me for review. All opinions of course are my own. They sent this out to me months and months ago. I've just been procrastinating a little bit and trying to find space for this thing. It is such a massive laser cutter. It's 600 by 600 millimeters of cutting area. It is huge. I almost didn't have a table that would fit this. You can see it's like literally edge to edge on this folding table in my garage here. This is a very serious piece of machinery for sure. So they sent me this S30 Ultra and they also sent me this add-on honeycomb cutting table. That is an add-on to this cutter or laser engraver. I guess technically it is a laser engraver, but this is a 22 watt laser. So it has no trouble cutting through acrylic. As you can see here, I've been cutting out some parts from my printer. I cut a top plate out for my Panda Mini printer. This is 3mm acrylic and it cut perfectly, no problems whatsoever. I really like the fact that this comes with air assist. So if I am cutting with wood especially, or acrylic, it does benefit from the air assist, especially for cutting for sure, and engraving, you'll get much cleaner engraving. This machine does have an emergency stop. We have a key here so we can lock it if necessary. Here is the 24 volt air pump. There are a ton of extras that come with this printer, and actually decent Allen key, very surprising. 3D printers don't even come with an Allen key this nice. Your basic setup guide, lots of extras. This is your focusing piece here, so you put it under your material, put on your material under the laser and you focus your laser. Very, very easy to do. Lots of cable management stuff, rubber feet. There's like an extra lenses and stuff that comes with this. Like I say, this is a 22 watt version. They do have, I believe, a 10, a 22, and a 30 watt version. Yeah, I really wish, the only downside to something like this is, as far as I know, Sculpfun doesn't make an enclosure for this laser engraver. It's that big, and I couldn't find any other brands that had large engravers this size that had an enclosure. There's a couple Sculpfun enclosures on Amazon and stuff like that, but they're not for this engraver. They're for a different one. Yeah, so I was really waiting to get an enclosure before I started using this, and I would still recommend anyone who's going to be cutting, especially cutting acrylic or anything like that, definitely save up and get yourself an enclosure. I have been treating this very, very seriously, and I bought some upgrades which I'll show, but yeah, this isn't a joke, and you want to be very, very careful with these machines because they're not enclosed. In my garage here, I do luckily have a window right beside it. So I was going to get enclosure and run some ducting out the window, and definitely I would recommend that. Acrylic is not good for your health, and it doesn't smell great at all. So I definitely recommend, safety first, and basically these machines should scare you. Like that's a good thing, so that you're protecting your eyesight and you're protecting your health. So what I've done here is I recommend this for anybody. Absolutely do not use the garbage protective glasses that come with these engravers. It's not an issue with Sculpfun. All engravers like this open frame style come with these crappy, just garbage protective goggles. I actually spent about $50 Canadian and I bought some actual goggles that block out the actual diode wavelength for this. I'll put a link in the description below. I got these ones off of Amazon, but please definitely spend the money and get yourself some proper safety equipment. Don't use the the glasses that come with the laser. And then I also bought a respirator here, like a good quality respirator on Amazon with filter cartridges. I will link that below in the description also. So yeah, just again, these are fun tools to use, but please make sure that you're treating them as dangerous tools and you're using them appropriately. So I really like the large, looks like an MGN like 15 linear rail on the top here is very nice. We have V-wheels on the side here with a belt. Very, very smooth motion. You can see the steppers there on the right-hand side, and then you can see our limit switches. Assembly was like super straightforward. You basically attach the corners, bolt everything together, slide this on, works very, very well. You can see here we have our kind of a little protective cover there. Again, I don't know how much light that will actually block from the laser. I wouldn't trust it. I am using Lightburn with this. I'm not using whatever software. Like most engravers, I think, come with their own software or whatever. I just went with Lightburn. There's a 30-day trial. It seems to be the go-to for laser engravers and cutters and stuff like that. And I just basically watched some YouTube videos on how to cut acrylic, and the power settings were spot on for cutting my 3mm acrylic here. So this is not a cheap engraver or cutter by any means. This is around $1,200 Canadian. Obviously, it's a massive engraver, and this is the 22-watt version. Like I say, there is 11-watt, 22, and 33-watt engraver sizes for power levels. And then Sculpfun definitely has smaller sizes for the workspace. This is kind of like their largest one. Again, very thankful for them to sending me this. It's very cool that I can now start cutting panels out for printers if I want to. Of course, this is a diode laser, so it can't cut clear acrylic. You would need a CO2 laser for that, but honestly, I'm okay with having, you know, black panels or whatever other colors you just can't do clear. But yeah, this is kind of my initial impressions video on this engraver slash cutter. Very, very happy with it, and I hope to use this more in the future. I would definitely like a little bit bigger dedicated space for this, and then maybe start using it more for, like I say, some 3D printing projects and some stuff like that. I'm not really going to do any engraving. Again, that's just not my use case, so there's no point in me showing it off. As I said, I was very, very happy with how this does cutting. It's very impressive, and it should be for 22 watts. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Definitely like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you all next time.